Whatever is happening, let that be there and give it a mental embrace. Okay, this is the best way in which I can describe it. Give it a mental hug, embrace. What will happen is, if you're dealing with something that's very painful, it'll last for maybe 4 or 5 minutes, 10 minutes max. Don't cease all activity just because of that. Just acknowledge it and let it be. The surrender process will happen, and just continue on with your living. Don't let it affect you. Don't give it too much meaning or importance. Don't stop everything and just say, you know, this whole day is done now. I'm feeling this and I'm just going to sit here and just surrender it. No, you've lost. You're giving it too much meaning. Let it be there. It's just a feeling. Feelings come and go. You're feeling this right now because you're meant to feel this. This is your karmic journey. You're undoing karma so you can become emptier and more at ease, right? So let it be and continue on with your life. It's not going to go away immediately. Rome wasn't built in a day. It's going to keep coming up, the same feeling again and again. Continue and repeat this process as long as it takes. Don't judge it. If it takes a day, great. If it takes a month, great. If it takes a year, great. Just complete full acceptance of what is. If you can just live that unguarded, completely in acceptance and open to whatever is, you'll have no problem. You'll be the freest person in the world. Your manifestations will just happen without you even insisting on it. Things will happen beyond your wildest dreams, beyond what you've even wanted. When I started off, I wanted to be able to escape my professional job, right? I just wanted to escape my dead-end, soul-sucking career, and I wanted to just have financial freedom so I could travel, I could live life on my own terms. I wanted to live that laptop lifestyle. We have a 7-figure business. I'm super excited and energized by what I do every single day. It's beyond my wildest dreams. I just wanted to make 6 figures, right? So all of these things happen if you just learn to walk your own path and you learn how to deal with your feelings as they arise. Instead of fighting them, go with them. They're trying to tell you something. They're good. They're not bad. Feeling bad is not bad. It's like that Mark Manson book. The desire for a positive experience itself is a negative experience. The acceptance of a negative experience is itself a positive experience. So that's what I want you to remember. To give you a complete example of this, one of our clients, Louise, she had just quit her corporate career to start up her own business, but it wasn't doing too well. She wasn't making enough to support herself and her family. So instead of holding on to that anxiety, that pain, which is what we do, she completely surrendered it. She let go to the point where she was considering quitting her business to just go and get a job again so that she could make ends meet. Guess what happened as soon as she just unguarded herself and completely surrendered it? Clients started to reach out to her, and she started to get more offers from prospective clients, and she went from making barely 1 to 2K a month to, I believe now she's doing 15K a month. So she pretty much 8x'd her revenue. In this screenshot that I'm going to put up here, she did 18K in profit. So that's what's possible if you stop holding on to whatever idea you had. This is exactly what happened with me back in May of 2019, the year I graduated from college. The pressure was very high then. I had to prove to my parents that I could make it with a business. And prior to that, when I started the business in January 2019, I was making 1 to 2K a month. And I promised my parents that, I made them promise at least, that if I made 5K a month, they would stop badgering me and would let me run my business. They're like, sure, whatever. And so I tried. 1 to 2K a month. Okay, May was supposed to be my best month. I graduated and I decided not to go into that job full time. And that month I made absolute zero, and that destroyed me. And I remember every single day that month, every single sales call that I got on, it was so important. The importance was so high. I just kept holding on to it. No, I need to make this work. I need to make this work. That month I made zero, absolute zero, and I was devastated. And I kind of had like a night of the dark soul. or dark night of the soul, or whatever it is. And then I remember just like sitting, crying, and just like being in tears and just being like, fuck it. I'm just gonna do my best, let's see what happens. And I stopped holding on to any preconceived notions I had. I stopped trying to be a certain way on a sales call. I stopped trying to make a video in a certain way. And I just completely let go of it. And I even got okay with the idea of, maybe I won't be able to make this work and I'll go back to a job. I stopped fighting that. So when you perform this correctly, what happens is you just get emptier and emptier. And that's how you'll know that you're performing this correctly. If you feel neutral towards everything, then you are surrendered, you are at ease. But if you're holding on to something, if something is a little more important than something else, that's when you know there's something that needs to be surrendered. One quote, I know I'm full of quotes. One quote I heard recently is, the fear of death stems from the fear of life. He who lives fully is ready to die at any moment. If you live fully, you're ready to part with anything at any moment. And you're in complete acceptance of it. Anything can happen at any time. But the more you hold on to it, the more you suffer. And honestly, the more likely it is that that thing is going to happen. Okay? So this is mechanism number 3. And if you learn to do this, just this 3-step process for the next 30 days, your life will profoundly change, especially if you're someone who's never done this before. So now you have the 3 mechanisms, the 3 main mechanisms that you can use to control your mind. And once you start applying this for the next 30 to 90 days, I can honestly promise you're going to start seeing profound shifts happening in your reality. So now I have a very important question for you. Are you going to be one of those people who just watches another video on YouTube and thinks, all right, this is cool, back to my herp derp life? Or are you actually going to do something about it? Because if you've chosen the latter, then I have good news for you. Here's my invitation for you to take these teachings to a much deeper level and actually get real results, real accountability, real community of other like-minded people who are in the exact shoes that you are and have gotten real results applying this material. We've helped over 1,000 clients do this for themselves. So here's my invitation for you to join our flagship reality mastery program, where we help individuals like you master their realities and become conscious creators in this mission to create a complete, best, ultimate human being. Okay? We work with 2 types of people in our reality mastery program. Number 1, people who are professionals like I was in a corporate job that they hate. They want to transition out, start up their own business, do something that gives them freedom. They've tried the different business opportunities, but nothing stuck. They're starting to see that it's not a tactical or strategic problem. It's not a business opportunity problem. It really is a mindset problem. They're unclear on what they really want. And I was there too. I tried all of the different things and nothing really stuck. But once I start to get clarity on my life and fully and properly define what I wanted, then my reticular activating system got programmed with that and the opportunities started to come my way. That's what we help you do in the Reality Mastery Program. Number 2, if you're an existing entrepreneur and you're making money, you're in business for yourself, you want to scale and make more money and you try the different business strategies and tactics, but nothing really gives you a revenue increase. You make 6 figures one month and you go back down to 5 figures, and it's this revenue roller coaster. And you see that these habits that you have, the mindset patterns that you have, the way you deal with things, it's not serving you. It clearly is a mindset and an identity problem. If that sounds like you, if any of that sounds like you, please go to realitycreator.com/apply to fill up an application and schedule a call with us where we will discuss 3 things. Number 1, we're going to find out your blind spots, help you see what is really keeping you stuck. And this is more than 80% of the work done. Number 2, we're going to create a custom game plan for you, a 12-month game plan of something, a goal that we can set together to work with each other. And number 3, we're going to actually give you tools to do this for yourself and discuss whether or not the Reality Mastery Program will be a good fit. And if it's not a good fit, then we're going to give you something to work on for yourself so that you can walk away from it. Now, the caveat to this is this isn't a free coaching call. Please don't schedule a call if you're looking for free coaching. We take, great care, but we want to work with the right people because we do work with people lifetime in our program. It isn't a 1-year, 2-year, 3-year program. We've had clients from 2, 3, 4 years ago when we first started, day 1, right? And to be able to support a client lifetime, they have to be the right client. We have to be a good fit. So we really like to make sure that every single client that joins becomes a member of our family, and we get them great results and we build a continual relationship with them. Our clients from 4 years ago they just keep growing and growing and growing. You should see where they started and where they are at right now. Okay, so if this is something that interests you, please go to realitycreator.com/apply, and we're looking forward to speaking with you to see if this would be a good fit. Thanks.